Okay, this is my true account of what I feel is sociopathic narcissistic abuse, starting from 1998 to the present 2026. The time, as of right now, is 9:05 on April 11, 2026. And I'm trying to do this all as best I can from memory. In 1998, I received a diagnosis of Asperger's. Prior to that, the bullying was at its apex. I wanted to switch schools and got nothing. Absolutely nothing. I got told to stick with it, blah, 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 blah. Now, allegedly, they had been trying to work behind the scenes to end it. Yeah, I'm not buying that, Mom. Nothing. It was a compromise was offered. 6 months, 3 months, 6 months. If it doesn't improve, if things don't improve, then I go back to QE. No big deal. Nothing. Finally, the school forced me out, cutting me down from full 5 days to 3. I stayed out of school till I was about 20. Now, times were not that. Now, there were some good times before then, but re-entered school at another program run by QE, their second chance program. Bullying would reconvene. Stuff would get hidden, etc. Met my now former female best friend. Was forced to stay in the relationship because she was doing so much for me. Well, sorry, but friendships can turn toxic no matter how much somebody does something for you. Stayed here for about 2 years. Finally graduated from high school. Through the second chance program across the street from LC. Graduation, finally. 2007, graduation, finally. And the start of everything going to pot. Disney was great. Pac-Man was great. Ah, yes. But that's where it ends. Parents' marriage was getting shaky. Dad had started to day trade and blah, blah, blah. And everything. Dad was actually day trading back when I was at the other program. But parents' marriage was shaky, and they would finally separate and divorce. I moved in with Mom, with her having promised, and she'll deny this to the hell, promised that my room would be the first thing completed because her family likes to steal and abuse my stuff. Yeah. She lied. Her stuff was fast-tracked. Mine was slow as molasses in January. First order of business, her little brats were manhandling my phone, mangling a Mario phone that I paid $80 for from eBay. It no longer works. I would later move in with my sperm donor. Which became, through no fault of my own, toxic AF. But that's a story for another day, another time. Eventually, I moved back in with her. Oh, the hell. Oh, boy, was that a bigger mistake than when I wanted to help move me. Both. Even to this apartment, I wasn't even allowed to help me move. She claims I was just being lazy when I asked, and nope, of course not. And then she says I'm being lazy. I asked to help. Nope. She lies and says I never offered to help pack myself. Oh. Every year, even before I moved with my sperm donor, I would have to help with her to help back up the stupid accounting for a company we no longer use. And always on the day of the Macy's parade, right when it starts, Right when I knew that after the dancers, and I was in the basement of the house on Casterton, right when I knew that after the dancers stopped and all the Broadway performers got their Herald Square debut, Pikachu! Oh, Pikachu! Oh, I liked looking at the Pikachu balloon, but it was not to be anymore. Pikachu was no longer a thing for me. Accounting was. Oh, boy, did I want to destroy that fucking nail. Oh, 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 God, so help me. If on my own birthday, I would have a little happiness. Then, 2015, she meets Dan, and we meet his children. God, how I faked liking those stupid kids. At first, for a couple of years, everything was okay, including Dan paying me back for smokes. Eventually, that stopped. Eventually, that stops, and I get the joy of late night walks in the dark to Max, now Circle K. I mean, let's just face it. My safety means nothing if Dan gets something. At this time, prior to that, moving back on Inverness, I was working on a book on and off. I was letting her read it. Oh, there was a mistake. One morning, we were both sitting out back, and she starts praising my stepsister, the human doorknob. I'd say something else, but it's possibly slightly, bigoted and homophobic, so I'm keeping it out. Finally turning to me, telling me to give up. I had allegedly never been to Vegas. My sister's wedding, December 9th. Approximately, I'd say about 97, 98. I know I was about 18. She waited purposely till I was 18 so that we could go so that I could gamble. And that I couldn't kick out headlights in the back. Yeah, you can. I watched America's Most Wanted. At this time, my mom was letting my stepsister use her computer to watch something we call the Big Bang Theory. Oh, don't ever start me on that insipid, unfunny piece of shit. Oh, every single character is insufferable. And I'm not just talking about Sheldon. Oh, the king of the insufferable twats on that show. The only good one that had any partially redeeming qualities was Amy Fairfowler. And that was if you were lucky. And she got written well that episode. And I've seen all the damn AI slop clips that YouTube keeps shoveling in. Oh, where do I start with the characters of that show? God, I hate that show in more ways than one. Susanna would use her computer to watch this insipid piece of crap. And guess who would get blamed when her computer would get a virus? Yeah, osmosis, baby! Osmosis! I was even using Conjugal for internet, and I was never even near her laptop. But I had to have been. Oh, how else would I have gotten a virus? Didn't even touch your stupid laptop, Ma. Once, maybe twice. That was it. But oh no, I gave your computer a ransomware virus. Oh, can't blame Susanna's Big Bang Theory now, can we? No, of course we can't. Only I can give your computer viruses. Oh. I, at the time, was happy because at the time I would be grateful for the company, and I actually did kind of like Susanna at one time, the stepsister. The doorknob polisher. Oh, yeah, so laughing. That's laughing. Oh, yeah. And every time she would watch that insipid dog crap, brain-wasting, low IQ, pile of nuclear waste posing as a sitcom, I got blamed for the ransomware virus. What would I tell my mom? Make her bring her MacBook. Instead, I'm the responsible party for a ransomware virus. Every time the doorknob would watch the show, I'm in trouble. Eventually, through osmosis, like I just said, I'm using another internet provider. I was using at the time what is called WTC Communications. How could I have given her a virus if I'm using WTC Communications and we're not even remotely on the same networks? Osmosis, right? Yeah, okay, Mom. I, mm-hmm. I move out about 2018. I move out, and I said again, I wanted to help. I wanted to pack. No, no, no. I'm now told I'm lazy again when I wanted to help, but was not even remotely given supplies. And then when supplies came, I was told to just stay back, let other people handle it. I only took a couple of valuables because I didn't trust Dan with anything past the TV, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't. Hey, I'm sporting to television there. Those things are worth more than gold, in my opinion. 2020, at the height of the global pandemic, I put together a pretty good purpose-built desktop computer and began a weight loss and smoking cessation journey. All on my own, except for a little bit of help with Chantix for the smoking. I did it all on my own. The only thing she bought was the air fryer. But other than that, I did everything on my own. As I didn't want her meddling, and believe me, she would meddle. Because she'd want the little bit of the victory clout. Oh, don't tell me on the work placement I had to go through. That's another story for a few minutes. And unsolicited advice, unwarranted criticism, seriously. I want to do this mostly on my own, which I have. Quit smoking with Chantix. But even then, Miss Queen of the Mandarin Home had to try. Nagging me to set a quit date. Finally told her to back off. I work best when I just do things spontaneously. Hey, I'm the one who spontaneously wheeled myself back onto an inverted looping roller coaster. That is 2 double loops, 1 corkscrew, and a helix. Oh, Dragonfire, may they never tear you down. I was once proud of finally having almost been at goal. She tells me one day when I'm really proud of the fact that I am tanning after years of constantly burning to the point of, well, I was an unhealthy shade of lobster and actually had 3rd-degree sunburn. I'm just skin and bone. I'm developing an eating disorder. Yeah, okay. I'm just skin and bone. She'd also told me I stole money to buy sugar cereals. I hadn't. I had, like I have later said, I had a Walmart gift card that was from ODSP because I participated in a Zoom call. It was about incontinence supplies and medical travel and all this stuff benefits from them. So I threw out all the nasty cereals because I stole money from them. I mean, yes, they were unhealthy, but I mean, if I want to sprinkle a little bit of happiness, let me have that happiness. She has repeatedly denied my thyroid condition and the medication I take for it. She has tried to fearmonger me into hating the U.S. and people from the States frequently using the phrase locking autistics up in cages. Sorry, I'm trying to read my own notes, and, well, I admit sometimes I'm lousy at it. There is no autistics being locked up in cages. any claim to that, the woman did not have her daughter's paperwork in order. The daughter's paperwork had hiccups. She is using that to fearmonger. The mom in question did not have her daughter's paperwork in order. I forgot to add that back when I was dating my ex, I sent out for information for a program for Full Sail University as I was heavily interested in video games at the time and still kind of am. Even for information to go on OSAP. She told me to toss it. She's not going to support me. Well, I didn't ask for your support, just for you to back off and let me do something, I wanted to move to the States. Big deal. And back then, I probably could have done it. But, but looking back, she wouldn't have supported me. I didn't want it. But I knew, having said that, if I had said that, she would have probably sabotaged me. She would have probably sabotaged me. Another reason why I think she might have tried is because I stopped doing stuff her way. Meaning bullshit government programs that have only ever worked once. There was a data entry program I was in a while ago. It was one of those ministry programs. It was very short-lived, it was only 8 weeks, and I got paid very little. We're talking $27. Yay! But it was actually working. I was in their little community thing for 2 weeks, and then boom, right into the program, which was great. Because I don't like those people are not really my people, in my opinion. Which is fine. And I do find them unhelpful and pandering for the most part, and it's true, they kind of are. She's also said once that I'm not smart. And then she's flip-flopped and said, well, I'm very smart. I'm just not smart her way because I lean differently politically and sometimes socially. Unlike a lot of my family. I don't lean, like I said, hard left. Believe me, my family are very hard left now. It is almost creepy, cringy, and cruel. I did not vote Liberal, and I would never vote Liberal again. And confessedly, I do have an uneasy truce with the current leadership in the States. But, but she will literally act like I didn't do my own research. I don't know how to do my own research. Then cite past info. Going back to the story about the mom and the daughter, if you have a visa of any kind, you cannot travel until you get naturalized or green card status. She had neither did her daughter. The other thing she does is barely let me talk in case I might be unpositive or negative. I can't even finish stories because if she's heard before, cut off, which is extremely rude. I'm sorry, that is rude beyond any comprehension. Or tell a story she's heard that nobody else might have. If I start, she'll cut me right off, never letting me finish. Have to be positive. You're so negative, she will say. Have to be positive. Around Christmas, I tried to tell my cousin the story. Daughter had heard. but cousin hadn't. Donor cut me right off. I stormed out. Just because you've heard something doesn't mean anybody else has heard. And I should be allowed to use my voice to speak. Other update. The narcissist once again called me at the gym to publicly embarrass me over a pot pie it made and couldn't finish. This Easter, I couldn't finish because it was making me gag. Ugh. Worst thing she had made yet. She used to be really good with cooking. This Easter, I spent it physically alone, and my God, it was the best Easter, best holiday I'd ever had. Just me, the gym, and the moms. As I was walking to the gym by Home Depot, a lady, an elderly woman, was doing the Jesus Loves You Easter gift and gave me $10 in one of Jesus Loves You cards. And yeah, here, let me read from my own notes. I received, the highlight was a gift of $10 I had received from a random elderly lady outside Home Depot by the garden center area. A gift that narcissists will deny happening. She'll claim I stole it from the bank. Well, if I stole it from the bank, why isn't it on the transactions, Mom? Oh, right. Will deny happening and will claim I stole from the bank, which I had not. Which, if true, the bank statements would have said so. I have the proof as I still have the Jesus Loves You card. Last time such an incident occurred, I received a participation gift, like I said, of a Walmart gift card for $25 for participating in a Zoom call regarding ODSP coverage of alternative medical assistance, i.e. travel and medical supplies like incontinence supplies, which I am currently using because I have a vaginal prolapse. I spent it on, again, questionable cereals, sugar cereals, and cookies. Then my older sister gave me, like I told once before, I know I'm repeating myself, my fault, my mind is, sent some stuff down, lottery tickets, an Uber Eats card, and a Freshco gift card that I have used. I've used the Freshco gift card, which yes, I bought sugar cereals with. Big deal. It's my card. Do with whatever I want. Donor accused me of theft, which I'm atoning for. I haven't done anything bad in the past since. She also claims she knew about the Walmart gift card. And then with another breath says that I stole money. Excuse me. Bitch, you didn't sit through a Zoom call with people you would not have drinks with in a pub. Only to be told that the gift card you received was a lie. You didn't have to listen to half your workout to people who were you wouldn't have drinks with at the pub just to get this gift card. She thinks that due to the economy and sometimes a little bit of my overage, that everything now belongs to the group. It doesn't. Gift cards are just that, gift cards that are addressed to me. Not the group, me. She's decided every gift I get that she gives, or somebody she knows gives out, it suddenly belongs to her or I lied. I can never atone for the sins of my past and work towards positivity in the future, which I'm trying to do, with all this crap from her hanging over my head. I have had enough. Not everything that is given is for group pool. It is sometimes there are gifts that are given for me. It is like I can't receive anything unless you you see it, and then in which case, if she doesn't see it, she will deny having seen it, regardless of whether I have proof of it or not. It'll be just fake, 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 fake. I have had it. I can't atone for anything. I can't do anything. If I'm recording this as physical documentation that I am unable to move forward on my own unless she gives me permission. And I have had enough. Had enough. I mean, no one should have to need permission to live their life because they didn't do something their way, or I have a $500 grant from ODSP that I am using to try to further my education. The education that I feel I was denied the right to do on my own. And while nothing is written in stone in terms of that, I'm thinking of going back to my writing, which I admit I am a sloppy note taker, but my mind at times just goes a mile a minute. But I'm putting this all digital so that I can say that on the record, she is currently abusing me for the sins of the past and not letting me live towards change in the future. I now have to take photos of everything I buy. Fine, I don't care. And, I can't move. If I don't take photos of having even cleaned up from being sick, I get accused of not cleaning when even today, it's been just clean, 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 clean. It's been trying to rest, get clean, get the stuff cleaned up, then try to rest. Then get up, explode from my ass again, then clean it up, then just try to rest, get my steps in, etc. And it's frustrating. So I'm recording this to put my notes, as badly written as they are, on record so that the world sees what I am going through currently as a person with Asperger who just wanted to live her life her way, even if it wasn't perfect. With a person who chooses favoritism over over, just treating their children as human beings. And, maybe I've screwed up in the past, but that does not mean I can't atone and move on to rebuilding for the future. So that being said, I am signing off. Yes, I have done bad stuff in the past. Yes, I atone and apologize, but I can only do better going forward. I can't atone for the past. I can atone for the past, but I can only do better for the future, which is what I am trying to do. I am writing this down and digitizing it so that I can, should something happen to this notebook, have a digital record of everything I have gone through. Starting with a long-winded, rambling text-to-speech message that she tries to claim she never meant to send. Well, if you don't want to send it, don't text to speech it. And then click the little arrow. That's how accidents happen. Like going off your birth control and then having unprotected sex with your husband. Let's see if I can pull it up here. No. Aha. Here we go. Uh-huh. I don't know if this will show up, but Rexel. Oh, she did it. She did go shopping. Hardly a day. Sleep 8. Well, you were the one who approved. You were the one who approved them. Oh, no. That's that's my pile. She was playing cards with a friend of hers. We'll skip that. Sorry, 3 days. Can't wait until tomorrow's over then. I hope my anxiety might be better. Your anxiety, Mom? Your anxiety? Ah! I thought, you had, stretch, cover, and operate on what stuff? Gummies, and then, so, I'm high maintenance. I would have been on my own had I not listened to you. Is she reasonable? She's probably maintaining her game if she doesn't go to the gym as often. That's because if I don't stay back and help you clean, you threaten to cut me off money-wise, so I would just back off. And I'm sorry, I have a thyroid problem, which I can document with the pills and the doctor. And, I got 12 hours of skin and bone instead of achieving praise for getting almost down to gold, which 125 healthy for my height. And then she complains I sit on the couch a lot. Well, excuse me. I sat on the couch once. I had done all my work. So, the next is, her accusing me of harassment. When she won't eat, every time somebody dies, I get pretty much blame game for somebody dying. She never tells me. So I'm out of the loop. Or I would have said sorry and pulled back. But I can't operate without all the information. So, I get blamed for people dying. Every time if somebody dies, I'm now victim. I'm not the victim, but I'm now responsible for that person dying. I said victim, but wasn't thinking. But I'm now responsible for that person dying. I'm sorry, Mom, and when your life is pretty much old. Not my fault. And I'm sorry, but you chose to be close to your ex-boyfriend family. Not that I blame you, some of them are quite nice. But I can't be responsible for somebody dying, you getting stressed out over the death and not telling me. I can't be responsible for lack of information. I can't and I won't. But the prior stuff from before, the not letting me watch, the one thing in my life that made me a little happy on my birthday, the not letting me have my dreams, practically meddling in my relationship, which she semi-did. Not that my relationship needed her help, but, and then all the fear-mongering, oh, that's totally you. That's totally you. So, This is going on a digital record of my notebook and my notes, so that should something happen to that notebook, I have a digital record of reciting everything almost verbatim from what's in that book. Only deviating a little bit because I'm a sloppy note taker sometimes.